What's up everybody? So today's video is a little bit different. If you've been following me on Instagram, you might be aware that I run an FPV feature page called FPV Freestyle Kingz, where I feature the most talented and often most underrated freestyle pilots from all around the world. So I thought it would be cool to bring that same formula to right here on YouTube, just to highlight some of the best freestyle pilots in the world right now, some that you might not be aware of. And I guess you could say it's a little bit like Rotor Riot's community spotlight, but freestyle focused and with more than 5 minutes of research put into it. So let's get straight into the video, and the first pilot I've got today on my list is a really underrated pilot, I think, and he deserves a lot more attention. He's a young pilot, he's from Greece, and his name is EXO. So let's take a look at one of his videos. The thing I really love about this guy is just he's so fast and furious, and you can tell he's a racer just because of his speed and precision when he's hitting gaps. I mean, yeah, tight dive gaps, so sick. Hitting gaps sideways. Oh, damn, that was nice. Nice power loop Matty combo there. Oh, what? And then reverse back into that. Damn. The thing that's crazy about this as well is it's so far just all been one line, and he's putting so many different combos in. He's going for big tricks with reverse exits. Oh, please tell me he's going through that. Oh, sick. Oh, no way. That was insane. But yeah, I'm going to just stop that video there. But the thing I really love about his style is just the fact that he's so fast and furious. And, you know, to get to this kind of level, it takes a lot of time and dedication. And, yeah, of course, ultimately a lot of crashes. And, yeah, I think he's just doing really great. I think he's going to be a pilot to watch in the future as well. I think he's just going to get better, especially if he's pushing it this hard. But, yeah, fast, furious with some great trick combos. Great first pilot to check out. Okay, so let's move on to the second pilot on today's list, and this guy is a good friend of mine, and I would say he's still massively underappreciated, especially for the kind of tricks that he's doing. And he's probably, do you know what? I'm just going to stop talking, let's just get into it and watch one of his videos. Okay, so the pilot that I'm talking about is Pascal, and he starts this video off with an insane trick. The Mavani to trippy spin combo up to the second level of the bando. Insane. Oh, reverse slalom, oh, plume style. Very nice. Oh, love that little exit there. Oh, nice. Rubik's Cube up a wall. Reverse split S, one of my favorite moves. Yeah, I mean, that was super sick. The thing I really love about him is he just strings together insane combos, one after another. To me, I'm like, how can you get to that point and string together combo after combo without crashing? You know, it's one thing to string together one or two sick combos, but to put them all together in a line, seriously amazing, so underrated. Check him out. So moving on to pilot number 3 on my list. This is a guy who I actually wasn't even aware of until the recently launched Freestyle Kingz freestyle competition, and he's like massively underrated. I think on his YouTube he's got 62 subscribers, and his Instagram is like less than 300, I think, which is insane for the level that he's flying at. And his name is Visual Awake. He's from France. He's part of the Bando Lovers crew, which is like full of really great freestyle pilots. But yeah, let's just get into it and watch one of his videos now. I think you're gonna like it. Nice little dive gap to start. And this, I absolutely love this bando. This is a famous bando in France, and it really takes me back to the days of Finky's vlogs with J True and the pirate tours. And this place is just massive, like it's insane. And yeah, his flying is seriously good. You know, oh, hit a nice power loop dive gap there. And the thing as well, if you don't fly FPV, you don't really realize, but when you're flying in a huge bando like this, there's so many places that you can crash and potentially lose your quad, and the risk factor is so much higher, which just makes, you know, your adrenaline is pumping, and it makes flying in a place like this so much more difficult. So, you know, whenever I see bando videos like this, I'm just always just way more impressed. Oh, nice reverse gap there. Oh, sick. This guy as well did a really, the reason why I found him was because I saw on the Freestyle Kingz competition. Oh, reverse, he crashed. That's a great way to end it though. But yeah, I saw on the Freestyle Kingz competition he put in an entry, and I was just like, why have I never heard of this guy? So yeah, that was the third pilot on my list. Really, really underrated. Go check him out. He definitely deserves it. So on to number 4. We're moving over to Italy this time, and this is one of my favorite new pilots as well. I think he's only been flying a bit more than a year, and his name's Jacko, and I'm going to show you one of his latest videos. Really, really love his style. Let's go. So this video was actually the entry that he put in for the Freestyle Kingz competition. Don't worry, judging coming soon on that one. And yeah, I just love his smoothness and speed, and you know, he really just does justice to this whole place, putting in some smooth lines. And power loop Matty combo, sick. I mean, this place is insane. I need to fly here. I need to book a plane ticket. Oh, dive down the stairs, so sick. Yeah, such a nice line. Bit of proxy. Going for the power loop. Tight dive. Oh. And there's the man himself. I have seen him hit that same power loop dive gap on another video, but obviously not in the same line because the line was already full of tricks. I mean, how are you going to nail that at the end as well? On Instagram, I think it's qualcosa di Jack, which I just learnt means something about Jack. So there's a little fact for you that you may not have known, if it's right even. But I did see someone in the comments recently call him Qualco, which made me laugh. But anyway, definitely one to watch because he hasn't been flying that long. And you know, when I've been flying a bit more than a year, I was definitely nowhere near this level. But he did tell me he has about 29 lipos that he takes to his sessions. So, I mean, I'm not surprised he's getting that good that quick if he's flying that many lipos in one session. Okay, but on to the next pilot on the list, number 5, which is one of my favorite pilots to have come up within the last year. And his name is Paulo. Let's watch one of his videos. Nice bit of proxy power loop there. Oh, reverse exit. Oh no, what the hell? Through the window? Come on, dude. Oh, nice bonk. Wasn't expecting that as well. Thing I love about him as well is he combines these like sick reverse moves and reverse combos, but just with really smooth flying. And he puts together some really nice lines. He always uses the space well. Vanny Style sponsored him, and I can see why, just because he's got that great style and he's good with all the technical stuff, but also he's really smooth and he goes full send. And yeah, definitely he's been sort of getting more and more notice, I'd say, within the last year, but I think his, you know, the trajectory is just going to keep going up. And yeah, hopefully he'll just continue to do great things. Okay, so the next pilot on my list is a pilot that I've seen improve over the last year or two and just keep getting better and better and better. And he's put in a lot of work, and you can see that consistency really pays off because he's putting time in not just the real world every single week, but also in the simulator. And yeah, it really, really shows. And his name is Martin. You may or may not have heard of him. On Instagram, he's D, or do you know what? I don't even know how to say that. I probably butchered that. Yeah, he's been getting a few sponsorships lately. Well deserved, because he's been putting in the time and effort. Let's watch one of his videos. So something I just really love about his style is that he's not only very, very technical, sick Matty through the gap, but he's just incredibly smooth and through the window power loop, sick. Oh, that's one of his videos. Let's watch another one of his videos. Let's go and watch this one in this bando. So you see his trippy spins are really, really good. You see there he trippy spinned up the level of the bando. Definitely not easy. And oh, what? Power loop matty flip. This guy's known for his matty flips. Yeah, he just loves doing matties, and he seems to just be able to do every sort of combination of matty there is, like matty combos as well. Really, really smooth pilot, really, really talented, and like I said before, you know, you put in the time, you get the results. Hard work pays off, and this guy is really testament to that. So check him out if you haven't already. Okay, so this next pilot is definitely one of the most underrated on the list. I really love his juicy style that mixes in like technical tricks, but also, yeah, just really smooth. And obviously with all these pilots and all these videos, no stabilization, which is very important. So his name is Debo FPV. Let's watch one of his videos. I've just really loved this juicy style. It, you know, full of rewinds and proximity. With the rewind backwards through the gap. I'd like to see some longer lines from this guy. With the trippy as well, and it's, yeah, just so sharp and snappy. Oh, little inverted yaw track there. But yeah, just the proximity, the rewinds, the juice. Like, he really strings together some great combos, keeps it moving, smooth as well. I'd like to see longer videos from him, I think, and something on YouTube. Maybe he's on YouTube, maybe I just haven't found it, but I'd like to see some longer lines. That's what I'm trying to say. He reminds me of another pilot that I really, really like, a guy called Fauve. I don't even know if that's how you say it, F-A-U-V-E, who's also really, really juicy, and he does a lot of the snappy movements. And the thing that I really love about these guys is that they have very few minor corrections, and I think in FPV that's something that's really, really difficult, you know, not to constantly be on the sticks correcting every little movement. But, you know, with these guys and with this guy Debo, he's doing the rewinds, he's very snappy, he's putting in combos and stuff like that, and in between these moves he's not having to like twitch to straighten out. He just keeps it moving, and it looks smooth and snappy at the same time. But yeah, I think he'll be one to watch out for, and if he's got a YouTube, I don't know, drop it in the comments, it would be great to see. Okay, so this next pilot, and I'm thinking of making this whole segment or video a monthly thing where every single month I highlight my favorite pilots of the month, and every single month I'm going to select one pilot for my one to watch. He's been putting in a huge amount of work in real life and in the sim, and you can tell it really, really shows off because his hard work is paying off, and he's been improving a huge amount. He's from Indonesia, and his name is, I hope I say this right, Leia Aditama. He's part of this whole new movement that's going on in Indonesia, freestyle movement, with all the Jakarta pilots, and they're just really pushing it, and it's been great to see. But let's watch one of his videos, and this is a recent one that he put up of a one pack on his Instagram. Thing I love about watching these guys as well is it's so supportive, and he has this thing called the hot seat, where the pilot gets into the hot seat and everyone watches them on the screen, and honestly, that's one of the best things about FPV, is just when you're with other pilots and they're pushing you on to go, you know, to get better tricks, to push yourself harder. It really, really does help. And I think all these guys in Indonesia at the moment, just pushing each other, is really motivating them to just get better and better, and it is honestly really showing. Oh, nice little reverse wall ride there. Oh yeah, trippy. I knew he was going to go for a trippy there. And that's tight. That's a tough trippy to do. In proximity. Come on, dive. Oh. He goes for a dive gap later though, I seem to remember. Oh, window power loop. Sick. This bando looks awesome, by the way. Oh, nice trippy there as well. That's a tight one. Yeah, one day I really want to get to Jakarta and fly with these guys. I think it would just be so much fun. Nice bit of proxy. Oh, power loop matty flip combo, sick. And that combo specifically, I've seen him work on that quite a lot, because he's always posting up his attempts and fails and stuff like that. Oh, reverse split, that's nice. And yeah, I've just seen him get it more and more locked in, and that's why I know, like, this guy is one to watch, because if he continues improving at this, oh, sick dive gap, at this level, then yeah, I think, you know, within the next year, it's just going to get better and better. Oh, sick. Hit the dive gap again. That one's a bit sketchier. Oh, you see, that's the sign of a good pilot. He turned what looked like it was going to be a power loop dive into a matty flip, because obviously he was going for the power loop dive, failed, but then quickly, with style, turned it into a different trick altogether. Oh, knife edge. Oh, mate. He's putting in, yeah, a lot of trick combos, risky things in a risky location, and there's water everywhere. Super sketchy. But yeah, that's his pack. He's my one to watch. Yeah, that's all the pilots for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I really want to make this a monthly thing, so if you think there's any other pilots that I should highlight, please feel free to write in the comments who you think are the best freestyle pilots right now, or the most underrated ones. I'm trying not to feature the big names because you already know them, so what's the point, you know? But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Go check out FPV Freestyle Kingz on Instagram if you haven't already. I'm always featuring cool freestyle content like this from the top pilots. But yeah, that's it. See you in the next one.